Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the next episode of The Wire. This is season 5, episode 6 of the final season, titled The Dickensian Aspect. So the last episode ended with a shocker, a banger. Omar just leaped out of a fucking window. How many stories high he was. And Snoop was like, "What the?" He straight vanished like Batman into the night, you know what I mean? So I don't know how he survives that, but apparently he does because HBO Max lets to spoil things because I saw his picture on a thumbnail a couple episodes away, so clearly he's alive and well. Um, yeah, I don't know. Omar's he's running out of allies very, very quickly, and that sucks because he's always been kind of like really good to his people. And the fact that his people are getting caught in the crossfire into this war between him, and at first it was between him and Avon, now it's between him and Marlo. It's just a never-ending cycle, and it sucks that people like Butchie and his friend from the last episode, I can't remember his name, was caught in the crossfire and not gonna live to tell the tale. They've lived a long life until now, which is a sad thing to think about, scary thing to think about too. Um, Outside of that, I guess I'm very eager to see what happens now going forward with the case that McNulty's now pulled out of his ass, more or less literally. Now we have a sexual serial killer here in Baltimore, which is the fucking craziest shit I've ever heard of. But if the reporter, that one guy, Scott, I think that's his name, is running with it and even making up bullshit, and Jimmy's like, hey, if this guy is basically just going to hand us the wire and everything on a silver platter, why not run with his lie? Fuck it. If one more person believes it, that just it makes it more believable. You know what I mean? So, and I bet that guy was like, "What the hell? I just made this shit up. Whatever. I'm just gonna make up more shit now." So who knows where that goes? Now it just feels like we're gonna have to see more of McNulty and that guy kind of like working together to kind of like get the case working so it works for both sides, so they both kind of look good at the end of it all. But I'm just kind of surprised with Lester, man. I get he's very desperate to bring down Marlo, and that Carver literally gave him Marlo's number on a silver platter. He's desperate, and even with Cedric, with the plea to Cedric, like, please give us this, this, this. We need this to bring him down. He's like, no, I can't. If I had money, you'd have money. So he's desperate. I get it. Everyone is desperate. This is the final season. Everyone's acting like we're in the final season. It needs to happen right now. So this is the second half of the final season of the show. I don't really know what else we can really do. Prop Joe is gone. Marlo, he talked with Vondas. Vondas is basically like, I deal with you or your second hand, no one else. So I'm guessing that means Marlo and Chris are the only two people Vondas or the Greeks will do any sort of business with. Until Marlo comes around and it's like, oh, you know what? We don't need the Greeks either. So we'll see what happens with all of that. But this show has been crazy. It's been a really good ride, and I do want to take this time since I have it right now. And I don't think I've said it enough, but I do want to thank you guys for kind of following me along on this journey. It is going to be like another show that I finished on the channel from start to finish, which is really cool and awesome to think about. And the fact that, I don't really do this, I'm not the coolest channel out there, but, I just kind of like want to just voice my opinions. That's something I've always kind of wanted to do. And the fact that there's also many of you guys that are actually interested in listening to me and watching me is so it's really awesome just to kind of like it's an awesome feeling. So I want to thank you guys once again for subscribing and all that good stuff. And yeah, I do want to just keep this as short as possible. I'm 4 minutes in, but let's just hop in, have a good time. But before I do want to remind you guys, Patreon for the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions. So if you want to skip the YouTube highlights, hop on over to Patreon right now. I think episode 2 went out on YouTube, so we are multiple episodes ahead right now. So yeah, we're probably going to be finishing this show very quickly because I do want to finish the show because it is a shorter season fairly quickly. But yeah, Patreon if you want the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, as well as early access to everything else you see here on the channel. But if you can't support me over there, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Now let's stop talking, hop in, have a good time, discuss it afterwards. All right, guys, here we go. Are they gonna find evidence of Omar getting away somehow?
Gotta be somewhere. You wanna keep going?
Wow.
My brother Omar Little came here last night. He fell out the damn window. Probably messed up his name. Real dog. Got himself a scar.
No one with that type of injury came in last night.
Not a goddamn thing. Been in every trash can, dumpster, vacant for 3 blocks around. Nothing.
Where did he go? He couldn't have gotten far. I mean, did you immediately go after him when he jumped out that window, or did you all were like looking around like, huh? Someone should have jumped out after him, showed some initiative. Michael! Yeah, they're like, how the hell do you do that?
Don't seem possible.
Yeah.
Don't. Some Spider-Man shit there.
Mid!
That ain't gonna be at us.
Oh, yeah. Well, think about this. Where would he have gone?
When you walk through the garden, gotta watch your back.
I mean, that's like multiple stories, you know? Both legs would be broken. Is Omar gonna be on crutches the rest of the season? Fuck, that'd be a choice. Hey, it's finally being open.
Today, it is my administration's turn to lay claim to the middle branch of the Patapsco and what will soon become known as New Westport.
Is that Nick? I remember some of those faces. Is that Nicky?
Fuck you, Project! Fuck you for tearing down the port of Baltimore and selling it to some yuppie assholes from Washington.
Who the hell's that?
Oh, that's nobody, Mr. Mayor. It's nobody at all.
I think that was Nicky. Sabatka, right? How the hell? Dude, there's no way. How did you survive that? I mean, I like Omar and all, but how the hell did you survive that? Oh, that'd be hella uncomfortable. All those stiff-ass bristles in your armpit. Dude, out in the open like this? Oh, God. You're lucky if you're hidden well enough. Someone gonna see you? Well, I know you live for the next couple episodes, and this is a flashback. Oh, you're still here? That's hella funny. You never left.
You happy now, bitch?
I'm content, yes.
You called the reporter, huh?
That asshole's making up his own shit. Brass called his press conference for this afternoon. I'm gonna be shoveling so much money at my bullshit it'll make your head spin.
I'm a murder police. I work murders. I don't jerk shit around. I catch a murder and I work it. Working this shit like I'm supposed to.
Hmm? Let me know if you need anything, all right? Some lab work, anything you need.
Okay.
Whatever you need, Bunk. I'm probably gonna have more of it than even Lester could use.
Imagine if Bunk brings him down.
Wonderful story, Scott.
Yeah, well, kind of wrote itself.
I bet Gus hates this.
What do you have for tomorrow?
For tomorrow?
This is not the kind of thing we can let go of after a day or two.
You know, I was thinking that if I spent a night with the homeless, you know? You did what they did, saw what they saw, that kind of thing. I mean, if it's an overnight thing, I couldn't get it for tomorrow, but the next day, sure.
That's great. I'll speak to Gus.
Also, Scott, we've been taking calls from some of the national networks and cable outlets. They're looking
Oh,
for you
nice.
back
Me? On television? Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm just not all that comfortable having myself in the center of the story like this.
Bring in McNulty.
in. Just remember you're an ambassador for the paper.
That'd be hilarious.
Start time.
I see.
Yeah.
Hear that, guys? Lying pays off.
These murders, the phone call to our reporter, really opens up the issue, don't you think? Let's focus not only on covering the murders, but on the nature of homelessness itself.
The Dickensian aspect of it, yeah.
Ah, bingo. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go smoke.
I'm tired.
You gonna quit?
Not yet. Not just yet.
So what are you talking about?
When they took us off Marlo this last time, when they said they couldn't pay for further investigation, I regarded that decision as illegitimate.
Illegitimate.
And so, I'm responding in kind. I'm running an illegal wiretap on Marlo Stanfield's cell phone.
Illegal, huh?
And I urge you to get as far fucking away from me as you can.
Yeah, the closer he goes. Watch. Like a magnet. Nice.
You remember this one here? I backed away from jacking the boy up. Out of respect for that goofy motherfucker, Prespaluski. Wonder what the young man might tell me a year later, though.
Hmm.
Who the fuck is this?
Randy.
Vernon here did a search warrant on his dead guy's appliance store. Pulled all that out of the desk drawer.
Who's your murder?
East Side dealer by the name of Joe Stewart. Caught one in the back of his head the other night.
Somebody finally touched Prop Joe, huh?
Mm-hmm. The sealed indictments are all in there. Every one of them.
They're back on cell phones after more than a year?
That they are.
You're talking about nothing.
I want to go to jail for snatching something better than Marlo Stanfield's fucking lunch order.
There's no code that I can tell. No drug talk, no numbers, no times. Nothing but what they seem.
So what am I here for?
I also have 5 calls, 30 to 40 seconds duration. Each one picked up on the first ring, each one with nothing whatsoever said between parties. When they talk is bullshit, but there are calls where no one says a thing.
Ooh. He's one of us.
We talked it through. He knows the risks.
I'm in. If it makes the fucking case, I'm in all the way.
Okay.
You talking dirt?
No.
Lester,
Talking lunch.
Marlo's not gonna talk dirt on the phone, but there's something to this. I just haven't figured it out. We could use some more manpower.
Jesus. How many more people can you sneak in here?
A headline like that, the bosses are going to start throwing money at the homeless murders. When they do, I'll peel off a couple of detectives, throw them your way.
Okay.
Homeless murders? How does that case tangle in with this?
Don't ask.
Do we have to schedule this the same day as New Westport? My good news isn't even going to make the front of the local section.
This homeless thing no one saw coming.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, McNulty.
Thank you for caring enough about our most vulnerable citizens to address yourselves to this tragedy.
Wow, look at that. The turnout is crazy.
I believe that we will be judged by what we provide to the weakest and most vulnerable. That is the test. That is my test. Somebody is killing homeless men in this city. They are taking the lives of fellow citizens who do not have the means or the strength to properly protect themselves. We will do everything in our power to stop them. You have my word on this.
Nice. He's really good at speaking.
We are doing everything possible in our power to apprehend this subject.
Imagine if this season ends with McNulty being put in cuffs.
Deputy, even with all the resources at your disposal, isn't it extremely difficult to catch a serial killer?
As the mayor made very clear a moment ago, this is now a priority for the department.
Hey.
Son, the thing about murder is it never goes off the books. We keep on with it until finally someone decides they've had enough. And you know what happens then. And they get time behind it.
You gonna give me time?
Yeah, what am I doing right here? Some time, basically.
You gave a statement last year.
Why don't you promise to get me out of here? That's what y'all do, ain't it? Lie to dumbass niggas. Yo, y'all need to get this police out my face before I bank his ass.
Damn, he running shit now. He's changed.
So you want to tap the reporter's phone as well?
It stands to reason that we should monitor this thing from both ends. Legal precedent clearly indicates...
Look, I'm not saying that we can't, but what? Until we get the sense that your suspect is changing phones, I'm not inclined to look with favor on tapping the Baltimore Sun's telecommunication.
We're afraid to piss them off?
Never pick a fight with anyone who buys ink by the barrelful.
Damn. Hell of a line. Hell of a line.
Deputy.
See ya. What is this? Good news?
Where did you get all this?
Darling, you do not want to know.
You know, we don't even have lab work on 14 of these bodies.
McNulty better call the news report on that shit.
I am not him.
Well, what would the bunk do? Take no for a fucking answer?
We're cutbacks. 4 months of evidence, and they still haven't replaced my damn icebox.
My heart pumps purple piss for you. Come on, Ron.
Look, can't go to the press. I mean, heads will roll if this gets out. After Annette took retirement, the casework got backed up worse than ever, right? But with all these cutbacks, the best they could give us was a 10. You guys wrote out all 22 CC numbers, right?
Right.
But in the
25 now.
request, you put all the incidents under the initial CC, and then you wrote at all. Remember?
So?
And she sorted everything under the single complaint number.
You don't fucking mean
Yeah. We have no idea which one of your scenes any of this shit came from. Oh. Actually,
So what do we do?
Except for this, she's been a pretty good employee.
Great. Just looks.
Tell you one thing.
What's that?
Motherfucker who's got the connect, he the one that did Joe.
Oh, no doubt.
And he about to do all you right now. He's gonna sit at the head of the table, isn't he? Where's Cheese at? Oh, I see you, traitorous motherfucker, man. Oh, okay.
Y'all know the co-op took some hits. Joe, Hungry Man, good people. Especially Joe. Their passing was for real cold-blooded.
Slim knows.
So I'm gonna put it out there.
You didn't do
I'm
it.
responsible. A week or so back, made a move on Omar with Joe's approval. I'm doubling the bounty. 100 large for a whiff of that dick suck. 250 for his head.
What about the connect?
I got that covered. And in light of that fact, I'm gonna take it upon myself to conduct this meet. Until we settle up with Omar, I think it's best we suspend these meets.
I want to hear what Cheese is thinking.
Anybody got a problem from here on out? Bring it to me or sit on that shit. Those of you on the west side who need to re-up, holla at my man Monk. On the east side, Cheese. One more thing. Price of the brick going up, 30 more. Enough of this shit.
If they don't all band together and take out Marlo, this is crazy. Look at Cheese confidently getting saying, yeah, I'm one of them. Slim gonna team up with Omar. I think I see it coming.
Check it out, people. Our Metro desk has some national profile.
We're being careful to cooperate with the investigators in every way.
All this BS. And Gus is so salty. Look.
But still, wouldn't you agree it's an incredible moment for any journalist to come face to face with that type of pure evil like the son of Sam?
I mean, this is what we do. As a reporter, you expect to be in harm's way.
Everyone's like, they know Gus is salty, right?
It's what you do. But very rarely does a reporter end up being in the middle of a story about a murderer who is still at large and posing a severe and deadly risk to the...
You should have heard Phelan this morning. Fucking hack judge.
What would you want with more wires? We got all we need.
Don't want another wire. It's the principle of the thing. Just pissed me off listening to him.
I hate you, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. No surveillance cars. It won't go beyond me and Greg's. You and Sid Norrell have to work it as best you can for right now. Assholes.
Did Beatty dump you yet?
They need another body, don't they?
Oh, fuck.
I'll call our man in the southern.
It's so crazy. Who can we find now? Boots Spellbomb. Oh, boy.
What up, Rick?
Whatever you want, it's yours, all right?
Well, tonight, I'm just gonna take your jump. And leave you with a little something.
What's that?
My word in your ear. I'm calling Marlo a straight bitch. I'm saying it don't take much to shoot down a blind man. And as for him stepping to me, you tell that dude he ain't got the heart.
All right.
You tell that man I'm in the street, waiting, just like a little bitch. He ain't nowhere to be found.
I'll tell him. I will.
He don't give a fuck.
Pick up your keys and go inside, yo.
You killed Joe? Hungry? Didn't think so.
I don't know how this is gonna end. Either the co-op turns on Marlo or Slim Charles like gives them up to Omar. I don't know.
I mean, fuck already. How many shitballs are there? He's right, though. You were great. That passion was just the thing.
Yeah, I liked it.
You step out on this issue, it could provide some national presence. So, we slammed the Republican for sticking it to the poor. It plays. Nationally, you're taking up the cause of the forgotten.
Statewide, you're going up against a fellow who tore up the safety net.
Homelessness. Huh.
Yeah. Wow, that's your stance? I mean, that is a problem. That is a fucking problem. Like, right now, in this city that I'm in right now, is a fucking problem.
Hold on. Somebody's here.
Lester?
Oh, boy. He's like, I was, jacking off.
You'll need to serve these. I'm running out of time. There's a couple of loose ends I think we should cover as well. The trial date is coming up on us fast.
Right.
Is it something I said?
Sid Norrell is bringing in a CI, and if you're here...
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get out of here.
Sorry, Lester, if I was intruding.
You couldn't know.
That's so funny. He's like, whatever. Oh, Lord.
I'm following up on your man's case.
How's this gonna come back into play?
He was your boyfriend, right?
And when he weren't in jail, father to my youngest.
Well, you know how he died. Beaten bad. I've been in this game longer than a little bit. And there's one thing I know from jump. You get a murder like this, there's bound to be a woman at the center of it.
Detective, I swear I ain't in this. It ain't me you want to talk to. It's the boy. He know.
Oosh.
You just trying to put me off the scent here.
No.
He told me Duval wasn't coming home before we even knowed he was dead.
You said he's running with them. Running with who?
Chris, Snoop, all them gangsters. Who else doing all the killing around here?
I thought you... Wasn't there a picture of Michael with them? How did you not put that together, Bunk? That's why I thought he took this case, but like in the first place, because he's like, oh yeah, Michael Lee, duh, he's in the picture. Maybe I'm misremembering the picture, but in the picture, he was standing there next to Snoop, I think, right?
It's not what Marlo's saying. Is what he's sending. Look how far away he's holding this phone. Too far away to be reading the text. Pictures.
Pictures of what? I must have missed that line because I was talking. You guys are like, grrr. I'll catch it in editing.
I'm not lying. We got a fucking serial killer on the loose.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
You didn't know that? Well, it's in the goddamn paper. And what support do I get? One fucking detective. They want to play that simple-ass game's fine. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay. McNulty always gets what he wants. Who cares? Whatever. I know, I'm just gonna watch. Just coward ass. I mean, I'd run too. I mean, it's technically like a wild dog, kind of. And he's gonna make up more story. Oh, I thought that was somebody. I was like, what the hell? Oh, there it is. Damn.
Money a little late today.
Damn, I'm saying a message.
It about that paper. It's about me hurting his people and messing with his world. Tell that boy he ain't mad enough to come down to the street with Omar. Tell him that.
Holy smokes. Omar's like the Joker.
Two side partners got here before me. Then the shift can
Joker slash Batman. I think I made that comparison before.
For DOA?
Hey, you and Lester started some shit here, son. Now a DOA call brings everyone in a heartbeat.
Damn, man. Because I can't do nothing with it now because everyone's here.
When we started this, you said all we needed were some bugs, a camera or two, and in a couple of weeks we'd have them. That's what you said.
Yeah, how long has it been?
I mean, what the fuck? I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I can see why Daniel's cringed every time you open your fucking mouth. You're a supervisor's nightmare.
Now Jimmy's... This is funny. This is quite the ironic turn of events. This is funny.
Okay, say we get you the intercept on your pictures. Will that give us Marlo?
It'll be coded, probably.
What?
I'm sure we can break it. That'll tell us how they do business, and usually that's enough.
Usually.
We need more manpower to run down a stash or a re-up. We can't do it all.
I can't juke this thing any more than I have. Last night, half the police department turned up at Oscar's crime scene before I could get there. We can't make another murder.
We have to kill somebody. And we'll have to be like the first responders or something. We were just driving by. We saw it happen. I don't know.
So you were talking about your second tour.
The bad one. Yeah. Second tour fucked me up good, but they don't want to hear it.
Who doesn't?
Mostly it's command and the senior EMs.
Oh. Interesting.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, he wants to hear it.
Terry, can you talk about it?
It was all good. Then bam. Our lead vehicle was hit with an elevated IED. Blast tore the M50 gunner in half. Flipped the Humvee like a matchbox car. Driver lost both his hands, blood shooting out all over. He's fucking laughing, saying over and over, "Look, Mom, no hands." It's the laughing I can't shake. Weird. Because he's okay, you know? I mean, he's better than me. Got himself a couple of prosthetic mitts. 80,000 apiece.
Jesus.
Wow. What happened next?
What are you thinking, Jimmy? I don't know what Jimmy's gonna do. He's so fucking desperate. He's like, come here. I could be going about this all the wrong way. What is Jimmy thinking?
Hey, Scott, how's it coming?
Pretty good. Seen the art?
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Listen, got a complaint about a story you wrote a couple weeks ago. One about the woman who died from an allergic reaction to seafood. You remember?
What about it?
She says his sister has a history of fraud. Convictions on it. Says all the money went to Atlantic City casinos and kids never saw a dime.
Christ, who the fuck's?
Yeah, I know. It's probably some old biddy talking about stuff she don't know, but maybe you should go back and check with the family and see if we don't get took on this, huh?
I asked him if he wanted $100 to go someplace for dinner and talk, and he walked to my car. He's fine, Lester. He's great.
Think he'll find his way back home?
Eventually.
Does he know we're cops?
No. Even if he figures it out, who's gonna believe him? He's nuts. Called the university ER. It's an antipsychotic. So I took his ID, and scratched his name off the script, and leave him with this. I got that one from the first homeless death that Oscar gave us. One that was too rigid. Donald somebody or other. It had him in a Cleveland, Ohio shelter.
McNulty, you're deserving of serious psychological study.
Yeah, I don't know how his brain works.
We sent photos of this guy, all ribboned up from a dry cell phone to that goofy reporter.
Jesus Christ.
Bitching about his stories. Now the killer says you ain't gonna find no more bodies, only photos of the victims.
Before they disappear. Look at this poor sucker.
What a bizarre.
He disappears, the city goes batshit. And by the time we need to run down one of Marlo's re-ups, you got all the manpower you need.
And Marlo falls.
Falls hard.
This just gets crazier and crazier.
Don't fucking tell me you mislabeled this too.
Oh, they're gonna find Chris all over it.
Up on my list. As soon as we work through all the trace from the homeless killings.
Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's
The
pissed.
homeless killing.
Everything is backed up behind that. Sorry.
He hates Jimmy so much. It's so fucking weird.
You're gonna like this place. It's warm, they got nice beds.
You're gonna hold him up in a motel or something?
Come on, Larry. It's gonna be fine, I promise.
Dude, can you even understand what's happening? I mean, I guess. Understood money.
You feel up for trying Clay yourself? I mean, it's been a while since you tried a criminal case personally.
We should start with our witness lists. See if we can pare that down, Annie. Out of respect for the distracted nature of Baltimore jury.
Something else I need to bring up.
Old grand jury stuff.
Sealed indictments, sealed transcripts, dozens of them, pulled from the desk of a shot-to-death drug dealer in East Baltimore. The deputy ops brought me those. We have a leak.
And he showed up outside where I work. He was confused. He lost, I think.
Donald, where are you from?
Tell the lady, Donald.
Baltimore?
But he told me he came from Cleveland.
Donald, do you have identification? Does that say Cleveland? Donald, why don't we get you something to eat?
Oh, hey, Scott. You get a chance to drop a couple calls on that complaint?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
No shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, but sister's clean. Everyone says so.
Okay. He's trying to catch you in a lie. That's exactly what's about to happen. Mm-hmm. What is your plan now, McNulty? Jesus Christ.
Is there anything else I can do for him?
No, we've got it. But thanks for bringing him in. Most people, they just ignore them.
Are you starting to feel bad? Okay. Okay, guys, so that was The Wire Season 5, Episode 6 of the final season, titled The Dickensian Aspect of It. That was another good episode. I feel like this season has turned itself around after the past episode or two. Especially because now, like, everything's, like, it's happening. Things are just, like, rolling. The plot's juicy. It's, like, the narrative is, like, picked it up by, like, a lot. And the fact that Omar is, like, still in the wind, but he's making moves, capping people, sending messages, burning money. It's not even about that. He just wants to make it known that he's out in the streets and he wants Marlo to come out and stop hiding. He wants Marlo one-on-one, kind of like what I was saying in last season. Like, kind of like whatever. If I was booking it as a wrestling event, it'd be Omar versus Marlo at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be our main event. So I think that's our main event of the season. We're gonna get to that point, but I don't know. I'm interested and I'm a little worried because I want Omar to win, but I don't think he will. I feel like now is kind of he's too wrapped up in passion with it. Well, he's too wrapped up in blind rage. All his boys and friends have been picked off, caught in the crossfire, like what I was talking about in the pre-show discussion. So Omar is kind of just he's fueled, but I'm not sure if he's fueled by the right type of energy, the right type of passion going head to head against Omar, trying to like kind of draw him out of hiding, you know. And I feel like the only thing you can do at this point is you smoke him out, target his people, his lieutenants, his top boys. Let the little ones, you know, scurry off and send messages. But I'm worried now because they took their shot at Omar, they missed. Now Omar's coming back at them. So this is interesting. And now Marlo let it known to the co-op that he's the one that took out Prop Joe. He's the one that took out Hungry Man. I'm guessing Hungry Man's the one that was all tied up and given to cheese on a platter. You know what I'm saying? By Chris and Snoop. He was the one all tied up, right? Because he was talking shit. So Marlo's now the head of the co-op. And he's like, if everyone's got a problem with it, speak up now or sit on it, basically. So that's one hell of an option. But at least he gives you an option. At least he didn't say you have a problem, bring it up with me. Or it's like, if you have a problem, sit on it or I'll kill you or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought it was going to go, but at least he's being civil about it. Because I think he needs the co-op because he can't run this all by himself. I'm sure he'd love to. He'd love to run the streets all by himself, have everything run through him, but he needs people. And he's slowly getting like reacquainted with the 21st century by being shown how to use a phone, how to create a bank account, how to move money, how to clean money. It's like, it's crazy just seeing him kind of grow into this criminal mastermind, you know? So that is interesting. And it's also crazy how we're bringing back, Bug's dad, that murder back in play. And that makes sense because he was beaten to death by Chris, and so that means Chris's DNA is all over that body for sure. They're gonna link it together. And I was kind of confused because when Bunk was asking the mom, you know, he was kind of surprised when she told him that it was that Michael knows about the murder because he runs around with Chris and Snoop, and he seemed shocked, but I swear there's a picture that shows Michael with Chris or Michael with Snoop or something. I could have sworn that was the reason he took this case, but he seemed shocked and surprised by the end of it. Unless Bunk didn't know about that picture because it's part of the detail working that case, and Bunk is working homicide. So I don't know. Maybe there's just he didn't get that information. That's the only thing I can think of. But I'm just like, what? How would he not know? I don't know. But it is funny that while he's trying to do real police work and he's trying to actually like make progress, Jimmy and his fake bullshit is always cutting into his ways. Like it's always the legal red tape that's, you know, just cutting the rug out from under him, or cutting his knees out from under him, pulling the rug out from under him, however you want to put it. But either way, it's always Jimmy and his bullshit standing in his way, and it's frustrating. I get it, but I'm just like, if Jimmy can continue, like, I don't know, reeling in the money or the help needed for the case to finally bring down Marlo, it is fun to watch, but it is also really, really annoying. You know, if you're all the other characters trying to interact or trying to actually do actual honest work, but you have someone knowingly bullshitting around, like getting in your way, that's annoying. That's like seriously fucking annoying. But it's crazy. It's also crazy how Omar even survived that fall in the first place. How did he do that? I'm just gonna assume it's TV magic, but it's just insane. You know? I'm just scrubbing through here, seeing what else I've seen. Randy being back, he's changed the character. Now he's kind of running that place, pushing people around, saying, you know, the police ain't shit. You know, they're lying. They lie to people like him. The homeless thing is interesting because now it's tying back into the political aspect with Carcetti, because Carcetti's like now has that eureka moment, kind of like how Tony Gray wanted to fight for education. Carcetti, he didn't really have a stance, did he? Now he has the eureka moment of, homelessness is getting national attention. This could be his ticket into the governorship seat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's his ticket. Everyone continues to kind of benefit from Jimmy's bullshit, but while real police work is being thwarted, which is funny. And I also like that we got that moment with Scott in that Marine, because it actually does show that Scott can do good work. But with Gus in his way, I feel like Gus is trying to set him up to catch him in a lie and just like tear this whole thing apart or something. I have no idea. But the rest of the episode was great. It was good. This is a really good episode. The homeless thing at the end was interesting because now Jimmy looks like he's starting to feel bad. I don't know what that means though. Is he gonna have a change of heart or something? Like actually, like really start fighting for this? Like he started this, he might as well finish it, right? And I don't know. I really don't know what else to say about this episode other than I hope Omar takes out at least someone. Because I was really disappointed in the last episode where Omar lost all his buddies, but he wasn't able to take out anybody. Like I thought for sure he was going to be able to like take out Snoop or Michael or something, or maybe even clip them, but they got, you know, they were unscathed. And that was kind of like annoying. I was like, I want Omar to win. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I'm just getting it there. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, you guys want to see this episode with me in its entirety, the options available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, go support me right here on YouTube. All you got to do is like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Now I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of The Wire, which will be Season 5, Episode 7 of the final season. Until then, adios, guys.
And if you liked what you saw, tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it. And if you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.